What's up? Welcome back to another video. It's none other than Who in the Building, your girl Cooking with Tammy, and I am back with another video. Yes, I am. Tonight I have a special treat for you guys, so you know what? Sit back, relax, and enjoy. I will catch you guys later. Hey guys, welcome back to your girl, none other than Cooking with Tammy, and today I'm going to show you how to make my delicious crab cakes, guys. And these crab cakes, wait a minute. What are you talking about? You about to make crab cakes? Didn't you just make that recipe like a week ago? Yeah, you're right. I'm just playing. Today I'm going to show you how I make my delicious shrimp stuffed crab cakes. So without further ado, let's introduce these ingredients and get started. First thing on the ingredient list is I know you guys see it, we have the super lump crab right here. Yes. And we have front and center our jumbo shrimp, clean, washed, deveined, ready to go. And for our seasonings, we have cedar plank salmon seasoning right here. I love to use that stuff. Let me tell you, it has a pop of flavor. It gives you that extra burst. And we also have some Old Bay seasoning. Of course, you can't have those crab cakes without the Old Bay seasoning. We also have some Cajun seasoning, not to mention the Worcestershire sauce. We have an egg, as well as some Italian style breadcrumbs for that nice little kick. And we also have our mayo. And you know what? I was about to forget, but I know you guys see right here, we have our lemon, of course, and we are about to get to cooking. First thing we're going to add to our medium-sized bowl is our mayo, of course. Let's get it all into that bowl. Scrape it on out. I know I would have definitely psyched you guys out by telling you I was going to be making crab cakes again. I know somebody, like an actual watcher, somebody who watches your girl like literally every video. I know they're gonna be like, what are you talking about, crab cakes? Did you not check your videos out? What you talking about? You just made that like literally 2 weeks ago. All right, I forgot to introduce the Dijon mustard. Don't hold it against me, but we're gonna be using some Dijon mustard as well. Little squirt, about a tablespoon of this delicious stuff. And we're also gonna add some Worcestershire sauce, our saucy sauce. Not to mention, we are gonna add our egg. Yes, add it in there. And we're gonna add our seasonings. This is our Old Bay seasoning. And this right here is our Cajun seasoning. Yep, give it that little Cajun flair. And of course, we can't do without our cedar plank seasoning. And you could always get that from, let's see, from Costco's. If you can't get it from Costco's, they may have it online. And let's see what next, guys? What are we gonna add next? All right, we have our fresh lemon right here. We're gonna cut it in half, just like that, straight down the middle. And we're gonna add it to our lemon squeezer, and we're just gonna give it a good spritz of lemon juice for that nice burst of freshness. Let me tell you something, you cannot have crab cakes or any seafood without what? Without lemon juice. You just can't. Then we're gonna mix it all up. Break that egg up as well. And of course, if you want to beat the egg separately, you can, but it's so not necessary. Just treat it as a dump and go. Put everything in, add everything to the bowl, and just break it on up once it hits the bowl. As you can see, how quick, how easy, nothing complicated at all. And believe it or not, everything smells great already. So I know once we add the other stuff, it's going to smell even better. All right, I'm just going to put this bowl to the side. We're not going to add our crab just yet, but what we're going to do is we're going to bring our shrimp to the forefront, and we're going to work on our jumbo shrimp. Yes, we are. I am so excited. And I'm just going to cut it in half because I want the chunkiness of the shrimp to peek on out alongside the lump crab. Just like this. Boom. Cut it in half. Keep it moving. Now, of course, totally up to you whether or not if you want to cut it in 3s, 4s, 6, 7, whatever. Totally actually up to you. But we are just going to cut it straight down the middle, just like that. Took no time whatsoever. I'm just going to add it back to the bowl, just like that. Bring this back up here. And we are going to add our lump crab. Take a good look. How pretty is that? Check it out. Check it out. Nice and juicy and thick. All right, we're just gonna add our crab mixture, or should I say our crab meat, to our saucy sauce right there. We're not gonna break it up because we wanna keep the lump in the crab, if that makes sense. We want it to be nice and we want it to have that texture, is what I should say. And if you break it on up, what's the point of buying lump crab? You might as well buy claw or special. We're gonna add our shrimp pieces, of course. After we add our shrimp, we're just gonna fold it in there. Just fold it on in. Fold it on in, just like that. And check it out, check it out. Absolutely gorgeous. Yes, yes indeed. And that's it. At this point, we're gonna add our breadcrumbs. Now, when it comes to adding the breadcrumbs, the amount of breadcrumbs that you add all depends on how good you strain that water from the lump crab. You gotta drain it off really good, because if not, you're gonna end up having to add a lot of breadcrumbs to your mixture. And guess what? The breadcrumbs works as a binding agent in order for us to like formulate our little Krabby Patties and have it stick together. And if you have too much water in your crab mixture, what's going to happen is you're going to have to add a ton of breadcrumbs, and you're not going to really be eating Krabby Patties. Instead, you're going to be eating this breadcrumb textured crab cake. So far, that was about 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs that I added. I went ahead and added all of the breadcrumbs that was in the ramekin. I have my baking sheet right here with my parchment paper. And of course, for that assurity, I'm going to go in with a little bit of non-stick cooking spray because I don't want my Krabby Patties to get stuck to the paper. Just like that, and we're good to go. It's time for us to mold these patties together. I'm just going to go in there with my hands. Just like that. Grab a good size amount. Perfect. And as you can see, everything stays together perfectly, right? We're going to place it right here onto our parchment paper, just like that. And we are going to repeat the same process. Perfect. Drop it right there. When it comes down to the sizing of your shrimp stuffed crab patties, totally up to you. You don't have to make it the same size that I'm making it. It's your option to do whether or not if you want to make it small, if you want to make it large, medium size. The preference is totally up to you. I'm going to leave it up to you guys to figure that part out. Mold it together once again. And I'm just going to place it right here. That is so gorgeous. What? So beautiful. And we are down to the last Mohegan. And I'm going to place this bad boy right here. It's going to be so delicious, not to mention it's going to be great on presentation. I'm going to add a little bit of smoked paprika just to the top for a little, little decoration. Light hand, of course. Give it that little pop of color. And we're going to hit it with a little bit of parsley. Not too much, but just a tad bit of parsley. Make it rain a little bit with the parsley. We're just going to make it rain just a little bit. Just a light drizzle. Nothing that requires an umbrella. Alrighty. Into the oven we go. Check it out. Look at these gorgeous shrimp stuffed crab cakes. I know you guys can see the shrimp peeking out. Check it out. Look at how beautiful. Yes, we're about to make a delicious sauce that's going to complement these delicious stuffed crab cakes. All right, first thing we're going to need is some butter, and I need you to get that butter melted. Pop it in the microwave, melt it on up, and come on back. All right, to the butter, we're also going to add a little bit of Old Bay seasoning, not too much, just a little pinch. We're also going to hit it with a little smoked paprika. I want that smoky element going on. And we're also going to hit it with a little Cajun seasoning, just like that. I have some fresh parsley that I chopped up. We're going to add it. And we're also going to hit it with a good spritz of lemon juice, because what? You can't have crab cakes without lemon juice. All right. Gonna take my little brush, mix it on up. Just like that. Give it a quick taste. I want to hit it with a little bit more of that Old Bay seasoning as well as the Cajun seasoning. A little bit more parsley. And of course, this is customizable. Mix it on up. And this is perfect. And of course, we're gonna hit our crab cakes off with our delicious sauce. Just like that. A lemon, or should I say our Cajun lemon butter sauce. This is everything. Definitely everything. Perfect. Let's get this big old shrimp right here in the front. This crab cake is stuffed. Do you see that shrimp peeking out? What? Now this is it right here. Gonna go back in one more time with a little parsley. All right. Hit it with that little brush of parsley. And we are done. It's time for us to do our taste test. What? You can't tell me these stuffed shrimp crab cakes don't look absolutely gorgeous. You ready? Are you ready for this goodness? I don't think you're ready. Check it out. Look at how delicate that crab meat is. Look at how beautiful. It is so moist. Let's get that shrimp perfectly cooked, nice and pink. Wow. Let's hit it with a little bit more sauce. That Cajun butter lemon sauce. When I tell you it's saucy and it complements so perfectly. OMG. So delicious. This is definitely gonna knock your socks off. And oh my God. If your socks is on your feet, it's gonna knock it off. You hear me? So delicious. Anyway, guys, of course, in regards to the baking time, we're gonna do 400 degrees Fahrenheit on our oven. Yes. And we allow the shrimp stuffed crab cakes to bake for about 15 minutes. Now, here's the thing. If you're making them a little bit bigger, of course, it may require a longer baking time. If you make them a little smaller, of course, it's gonna require a lesser baking time. However, it took about 15 minutes. And once I was done, I turned on the broiler for about 2 minutes to allow it to brown up nicely. And that was that. However, I want you guys to pay close attention. Make sure that your crab cakes don't burn. In the description bar right below this video, you're gonna get all recipe details from there. Or you can get it from cookingwithtammy.recipes. And guess what, guys? As always, I will talk to you later. And definitely give this recipe a try because you are going to enjoy it. You hear me? Talk to you later. Bye, guys.